guys, what's up? It's Marissa, and today I'm back with another crazy story time about the time that I almost didn't graduate high school. Yeah. Before I get into the video, as always, if you guys aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to push the push notifications on so you get notified whenever I make another crazy story time like this one. Last but not least, if you guys want to follow me more of a day-to-day basis, see my life every day, don't forget to follow my links down below for all my social medias. But yeah, other than that, I will get onto the video because I hate those YouTubers that have a 17-hour long intro. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so this happened literally my senior year because like this story wouldn't make sense. So it was my senior year in high school and senioritis was a very big thing for me. If you guys don't know what that is, you have not lived high school yet. You have not had the high school experience yet because once you become a senior, it'll hit you. So basically what it is like you're just a senior in high school, you've been in school for like 15 years of your life, and at this point you're just like, fuck school, I'm over it, I don't want to go, and you don't. Think about like a day that you've had at school where you just really don't want to be there. Well, times that by 700 and then make that the whole year of senior year, and that is what senioritis is. So your girl had a bad case of that. So I literally just like wouldn't go to school. At my school, we had it where it was a block schedule, so I had like 3 periods a day, and each period was an hour and 40 minutes-ish. So I would just sleep in because that extra hour and 40 minutes did your girl good. You get that extra beauty sleep. So I would literally sleep in every day for like the last 3 months of high school, which is where I went wrong in this story. And then your girl got a boyfriend senior year, and I literally would leave my 5th or 6th period, so the last period of the day, just to like go and like do something fun with him. I was only in school for a total of 3 hours plus lunch. Like, yeah. Kids at home, if you're listening to this, don't do this. Bad example, don't do it. During those 3 months, I like got so far behind, especially in my English class. All my other classes, I was chilling, but in English, I really just like, I lost it. I got really far behind because, first of all, I wasn't going to class for 3 months, like what? Second of all, you know when you get a class and it tells you the percentage of each thing, like 10% for your homework, 10% for classwork, whatnot. This class was 5% homework, 5% classwork, 25% your final project, and 65% on the test. So basically, if you bomb one test, like you're fucked. You could do perfect and everything else, but if you bomb one test, like, bye. I bombed a test, so bye to me. When I did that, it like dropped my grade significantly. Like I went from like above water to like way down there, like I can't see you, where are you? That was me. Especially because I didn't live with my mom at the time. If you guys want to know why, I have a video here that you can check it out. Shameless self promo. But that will explain in detail why I lived with my aunts and why I didn't live with my mom. So if you guys haven't watched that, pause this video and watch that, and then the rest of this will just make sense. Since I didn't live with my mom, I had it down how to forge her signature. So like it was so perfect to the point where if she were to really sign something, they would think it was forged. Yeah. I would sign myself in, sign myself out, like no problem, just write a note saying that, you know, my mom approved that I was skipping school basically. So when I failed that test and when it dropped my grades so much, my English teacher actually called my mom and she told her the situation. So I had to have a meeting with my mom and my English teacher and my counselor, basically planning my life, because they didn't think that I was gonna graduate. I was like, I think I'm good because I had my final project still, which is 25% of my grade, and I knew that I was gonna get an A on that. So I was just like kind of just chilling, like whatever. My mom did not like the whole chillin' Marissa during this conversation. She was real mad, real mad, real mad. My mom screamed at me, gave me like the whole lecture, and at this point there was maybe 3 weeks left of school, so it was like grind time. My mom would pick me up every day from school, take me back to her house, and watch me do my homework, and I was not allowed to hang out with any friends for the last 3 weeks of school. Like still thinking like, you know, it's all good, like I have my final project, you know, like I'm chilling. So I turned my final project in, and it was like a group project, so I do half and my partner does half. So I turned in my half and my partner did not turn in his half. Let me say that again. My partner did not turn in his half. Literally my ass is dependent on this final project. My whole life just like flashed before my eyes. Like, that was the moment when I was like, oh my god, I might not graduate high school. Like that was never even an option for me. I could never imagine my mother's face having me not walk down the aisle and like get my diploma. And also it's like just a thing that you always want to have a memory of when you go to school with these people for 15 years of your life. You want that memory and those photos, and you know, everyone needs that. So At that point, I was like hysterically crying, having a breakdown. I ran to my English teacher, told her the situation, and you know, I think that she just didn't want to be like that bitch that like fails me, you know what I mean, and like makes me not graduate high school. She told me that if I would do his half of the project and bring it to her in 2 days, which is something we did the whole year, if I could do it in 2 days, and if I passed the final project, that I would still have the chance of passing the class. So those 2 days was like, you know when you like have like emergency or something and adrenaline just like kicks in and takes over you? That was me. Like adrenaline took over my body. Those 2 days I just put in work. And so I turned it in. Had to wait another 4 days. Graduation was in 6 days and I had to wait till a day before the graduation to find out if I was even walking in the ceremony, because that was the day that they post the grades, like your final grades on their door. So I was like just like shitting myself for the next 5 days because I'm thinking like, oh, that possibility, what if I don't graduate? I have never prayed so hard in my life like I did during those 5 days. Comes, the paper's on the door, I'm like running, like slow motion, you know what I mean? So I look and I was literally shitting myself. But your girl passed, your girl walked down the aisle, everything was fine, but I barely passed. It was a 70.02. 0.02. So once I saw that, I literally started crying because I was so scared and like so relieved at the same time. But yeah, so I walked down the aisle, I had all the memories. I'll insert a picture here if I could find one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time about the time I almost did not graduate high school. Don't follow my example, kids. But if you guys like this story, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to comment the story you guys would like to hear next, because I probably have a story for every request because my life is crazy. But yeah, other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.